Hey guys, it's your girl Urban Chick 1, and this is video 23, I believe, of my YouTube blast. And I know I look crazy, it's early in the morning, but today I'm going to do a video just based on how to help prevent tangling, or how to less the amount of tangling that you have with your weaves. And yeah, so, and how to also help blend in your leave out when it comes to weaves. So one rule that I've always used is, if you do have a leave out, especially if you have a leave out, it's important to put on a satin scarf, because you don't want your hair that's left out to dry out, because then your hair will break off. So I'm going to take this off, and even if you don't have a leave out, even if you have a full head weave, I still think it's important to put on a satin cap after you prepare your weave for night. Because a lot of girls, especially if they have a full head weave, they're just like, well, my hair's all stitched out, I don't have to do anything. But that's not true. If you want your weave to last, like I keep mine in for 2 months, so I still have to maintain it, because I hate tangles. I don't want it to look dry. I don't want it to look knotted, matted. I don't want it to look like I've just been in a fight in the back of my head. So it's still important that you take care of your weaves and maintain it so it doesn't tangle. Okay. Now, I have a curly weave. So one thing you can do is put your curly weave in bantu knots when you go to bed, before you go to bed at night. The reason why I put it in bantu knots is you can't leave it out. Like, if you leave it out and you don't put it in a satin cap, if you just leave it out and go to bed, especially the hair in the back, is just rubbing against each other all day. So no matter what, especially if it's long hair, it's going to tangle, because those strands are just going to intertwine and tangle, because this is friction all up in here. So, and then it's going to be even worse if you go to bed at night and you're laying down. All this hair is just all over the place. The strands are just moving and dancing, and they're just going to just interlock, and they're going to distangle. So it's important to, like, I detangle my hair every night. I brush it with a paddle brush. This from root to tip, from tip to root, and then after that I gently, like, hand comb it, and then I just gently put it in these bantu knots for a curly weave. So they're already detangled and they're staying put, they're not moving around, the strands are in its place, it will not tangle overnight. And then I put this on it too to help prevent it from hitting the cotton, which will cause more friction and tangling and hot mess. Also, if you have a leave out, I still recommend that you put on a satin scarf on your head, because if you have a leave out and you go to bed, what I mean by leave out, I mean the hair that is left out. And if you don't have a full head, if you have some hair out, I have hair out right here, I have hair out on the sides. If you don't and you go to bed, while you're sleeping, that hair might touch your sheets, which is cotton. That'll dry out your hair. The hair that's left out here on the sides could break off. So I still think it's important to wear a satin scarf. So that's tip number 2. So tip number 1 is detangle your hair at night and put it in, like, bantu knots if you have a curly weave, to help prevent it from, tangling, and help maintain the weave. If you have a wet and wavy, or like a wavy, I would recommend putting it in braids. It could be one big old braid in the back after you detangle it at night and put it in a braid, or you put it in 2, 3, depending on how you want it to look in the morning. If you have a straight weave, I would say maybe wrap it. But one time I had a full head weave and I had a bang. I didn't wrap it, but I still, like, put it in a bun. Or what I did like the since I had a bang, I couldn't wrap it. I split it up. I wrapped one around here, bobby pins. Like this side, I wrap, like, say this is my hair, I split it up. So let's say I have a bang, I split it up. So I only took this half part, wrapped it, put bobby pins, took the other half, wrap it around. So you can do like the split wrap. You split the part, you wrap it around. You split the other part, you wrap it around. I put bobby pins in. That can help if you have a full hair weave and it's straight. But the important thing is, don't just go to bed and don't, like, put your hair in a place where it will not move. If you go to bed and you don't have it where it's it'll stop it from moving and causing friction, you're gonna wake up with tangles, or it's just gonna be a tangle mess over time. And yeah, no, it's not gonna work. So that's a couple of tips to help you maintain your weave from tangling. So this is what I do. I have a curly weave. I detangle it, put Bantu knots. Now, my hair that's left out. This is another tip. Right now, I'm currently 14 weeks post from getting a perm, so that's over 3 months. So even though this is a curly weave, it's not extremely curly from the tip. It's a little bit straight, and I don't want to add heat to my actual hair that's left out to blend, because my roots, you know how your roots get all puffy. So this is what I do. I moisturize my leave out here, and then I basically take a lot of friction and bring it down flat. Like once it's like really tight on my hand and it's really look like it's super flat, I put these clips in to keep my hair in place so it lays down flat and I wake up and it's like super flat. And the last time I've had heat done to my hair is when I had this weave put in, which is 2 weeks ago, and my roots still look pretty flat and I didn't add no heat. I'm only going to add heat to the hair that's left out the day that I actually wash the weave. Since it's been 2 weeks since I've had this weave put in, I will be washing it today. So that's one tip if you want to lay down your roots, if you want your leave out to blend in more. So since this is the Parisian Glam curly hair, and this is how it is after 2 weeks. You see that? All I have to do is just finger comb. Now, this is really good quality hair, so it doesn't tangle that much, but it still is going to tangle because it is long. Even no matter how like good, even because this real hair, it's going to tangle. Like if you know, so no matter how good the quality of your hair is, it's going to tangle soon enough, but not as much as low quality hair. Like it won't be visible. You don't have like knots and so yeah, I have no tangles. And the top part, it blends pretty well. Mind you, I didn't add any heat. I didn't flat iron it these past 2 weeks, and I'm over 3 months post from a perm, and it's pretty straight. You know, you have a little bit of ridges. That's where my new growth is. So, but I'm okay with that. So this is just, you know, tips to help maintain your weave and prevent it from tangling. Yeah, I'm looking in the mirror if I'm looking back and forth. So this is how it looks. Let me take the other part out. You can see. I hope you can see the end too. Like this is the end. This is the front. See, so it kind of curls. The reason why I do Bantu knots, it also helps my hair to kind of curl within the pattern. So I'm just gonna take my brush and just like, you see your track is showing here because I split it. I'm gonna brush some of the hair back. And I'm gonna like, but the rest I'm just gonna finger comb. I'm not gonna like brush it too much since this is like curly weave. I don't want it to look all crazy. I might cut this. This is really long. It's like too long for me. There. See, and now I'm ready to go out. You know, my roots are pretty much laid flat with no heat. And it's not tangled. I don't have to like go crazy in the bun like, oh my god, it's looking all crazy and shit. Nope. so this is the end, if you can see. And like I said, if you want to lay your roots down, just take your leave out here, like push it till it's flat, like till you have friction, and then to hold it while it's flat so it can stay that way. I use these clips. I use bobby pins, but it doesn't create enough pressure when it's laid down because the bobby pin is like bendable. So there's not enough pressure to keep your hair in place so that it'll stay flat. This makes it stay flat overnight. Another tip for curly weaves, if you don't want to do Bantu knots, or if you just don't want to do all that, you can use like flaxseed rods overnight. or you can even use curlers, depending on how much time you want to spend preparing your weave at night before you go to bed. Or you can even use these. Especially for blending in your hair that's left out, I would definitely recommend curling it in a certain pattern every night before you go to bed, so you don't go crazy and result to using the curling iron or the flat iron to help curl your hair, so I had to blend it with the weave. Because 3 weaves ago, that's what I did in my hair. I used to use a flat iron like almost every day because I was going crazy. I'm like, oh my god, I have so much new growth, this is not blending. But my hair wound up breaking off, especially around here. It looked horrible. I took it out. But I'm learning, and these are steps that I'm giving you, and yeah, I'm learning along the way with my healthy hair journey and my weave in that healthy hair journey. So those are my tips on how to maintain your weave from tangling, and how to blend in your leave out. And I'm also, after this, going to do another video on how to prevent your hair that's left out from breaking off, because a lot of girls are saying, you know, their hair is breaking off right here, especially around the hairline. It's just a hot mess. So look out for that video also today. And again, this is your girl Urban Chick 1, and this is my Parisian Glam update. It's only been 2 weeks. Haven't washed it yet. I'm washing it today. I did co-wash just from like here to here. I did co-wash it after 1 week. Because my whole thing is, I think you should at least wash your hair at least once a week. But I don't want to get into washing my roots every week, just every 2 weeks. Because last time I did that, my cornrows actually got matted because of the moisture. I wasn't under a put it dry, whatever. So I recommend at least washing it a week or every 2 weeks, depending on how much, if your hair is being weighed down. If it's not being weighed down a lot, after a week you can wait 1 more week. But I would say 2 weeks max. You should wash your hair, your roots, your actual hair underneath, and your weave every 2 weeks. Because there's a lot of dirt and bacteria you don't want to build up in your actual hair. It's disgusting. So that's my tips. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about today, if you would like for me to go a little bit more in depth on certain things that I did speak about, because I know I should have been a little bit more clear and steady. It's like I'm rambling on, but I hope you can take in those tips, and you could just post your comments below, or rate, or even subscribe if you want to, and tell me what you think and how you feel about this hair. I think this hair is great. When I first put it in, because it was like a deep wave, I did not like it, but after a while, it's like, I don't know, it has its own mind. Like, the curls just loosen up, it's more flowy, it's more like body curl. It's just great now. It's not like this deep set style. It's more just loose and go with the flow. I like weaves that have a texture or pattern, curling or wavy pattern that feels like it's just going with the flow. It's not just one set definite pattern going throughout the whole strand. So again, this is your girl Urban Chick 1, and look out for another video today or in the future. And I will speak to y'all later, and rate, subscribe, do y'all thing. Bye.